What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Wealth Hacker Labs. I'm your gracious host, Jeff Rose, with another update for you. Now, many of you have received your $1,200 economic stimulus check. Many of you are still waiting. While we are waiting, I think we can all agree that getting one $1,200 check for majority of the people out there is just not enough. I know many of you have already spent this check on getting caught up on your house payment, your rent, bills that you're behind on, groceries, just all the basic needs. And $1,200 is nice, but it doesn't go a long way. And CNN just reported that another 5.2 million people have filed for unemployment, over 22 million since all this started, which I think represents just under 14% of the entire labor workforce in the United States, which is just staggering. And the reality is, like, that number is not going to go down anytime soon. So before this $1,200 check, before the CARES Act was passed, there was discussion of a larger check, a multiple $1,200 checks, and there was different ideas, different ideas that were passed around. None of them have come to fruition yet, other than the $1,200 check that has still been passed. But just yesterday, it was announced that representatives, both Tim Ryan and Ro Khanna, have reintroduced. Like, this was a bill that was brought up over a month ago, but it was just re-brought up. But basically, this is called the Emergency Money for the People's Act. And basically what they are trying to do is, instead of a $1,200 check, they're trying to get it to be $200 a month up to 12 months. And this also would include anybody that's over the age of 16, and also anybody that has any adults that also have disabilities. Some of the people that were left out of the $1,200 check that you've either got or you're still waiting on. This is just something that has been passed. It's just resurfaced again, and I think as you continue to see the quarantine continue to linger and still be enforced, and unemployment, just so many businesses are still shut down. I mean, I've just read so many different stories about these small businesses that are just literally holding their breath, waiting, hoping that the quarantine is lifted so that they can reopen their business and not lose everything that they have. And that's just how scary it is, because the fear is losing everything that they have built, everything that they have grown, as opposed to getting COVID-19, getting coronavirus, and actually getting sick and potentially dying. But I mean, that's just how much stress is on so many people. And the SBA just announced that there is no more funds that are available for small businesses. It just shut off today. In fact, I actually had applied it for my business, and I got the big thumbs down. So I didn't get it. I did have a buddy of mine. He found out that he was able to get his on Monday. Some of the people that did get it, but other people haven't. So there are still small businesses that were in need that didn't get that money. But how this Emergency Money for the People Act works. So this is the eligibility that they are, I guess this is what's currently how it's written. But they have it written where every American age 16 and older making less than $130,000 annually would receive at least $2,000 per month. Married couples earning less than $260,000 would receive at least $4,000 per month. Qualifying families with children will receive an additional $500 per child. Families will receive funds for up to 3 children. And this was was kind of brought up in the other act that didn't get passed, but they were talking about giving $500 but cutting it off at 3 children. It gives a quick example. For example, a married couple making under $260,000 with 3 kids would receive $5,500 per month. Those who had no earnings, were unemployed, or are currently unemployed would also be eligible. Those who were not eligible in 2019 or 18, but would be eligible in 2020, could submit at least 2 consecutive months of paychecks to verify income eligibility. The Emergency Money for the People Act also expands the program to millions more Americans who are excluded from the CARES cash rebates, such as college students and adults with disabilities who are still claimed as a dependent. The individual will receive the payment and their parent or guardian will receive the dependent credit. Now, at least this, and this is, you could find this on, looks like this is on Ro Khanna's on his house.gov page, just sharing what this is all about. And I have a link to this, including some other supporting articles that I was reading about it. You know, it just shows like how scary this time is, because I'm just looking at a family that's making less than $260, getting $5,500 per month. Like, just doing a rough calculation on how much that would mean for the U.S. debt. Like, I don't even know if my calculator could handle how large that number would be, but that is just the reality of this situation, and just how crazy it is. You know, it's almost unfathomable just to even understand like how devastating this is. I mean, that it is in its current form, and how lasting the devastation of this is going to be. And this is, even if things were to get better, you know, May the 1st, which is only a few short weeks away, like, it's still devastating on what this would mean. Whew. Sorry, like, every time I think about this, it just weighs on my heart, just thinking about how much families are struggling. Now, the chances of this actually passing as is, I would say, is very doubtful. But I think we cannot deny that this one check, this one $1,200 check that people are still waiting on, and for the PPP loans and SBA to run out of funding, and, you know, not all the small businesses get what they needed, just shows like, man, we still got a lot more that needs to be done. And I don't know if the government, if it's their responsibility to come in and sweep in and take care of all of this. There has to be something, though, and I'm not really sure what that answer is. I appreciate the fact that, you know, you have these 2 congressmen that are at least trying, you know, put an effort out there. Curious, though, if you've heard about this yet. What's your thoughts? You know, is this something that you think the government needs to do? Obviously, many of you are on the side of, yeah, like, I would love to get $2,000, $4,000 per month. Like, I think we would all. We can't deny that. But do you feel like it's the government's responsibility to take care of all that? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. I think this could be a good discussion. Hopefully, a civil discussion. Trying to be nice in the comments and just trying to spread cheer and optimism and encouragement as best we can. But anyway, I just want to share this with you because I just found this fascinating and really curious to see how the Trump administration is going to respond to everything that's going on right now. A lot of craziness, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, and we can't deny all of that. I hope you have found this video helpful. And I just truly want to say this. I typically don't end my videos like this, but if you are struggling right now, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for everybody that needs it right now. I'm hurting. I'm hurting for everybody else out there, and I'm hoping that any information, any positivity that I can bring to your life right now via this channel, I hope it's helpful in some way. And that's just why I continue to do this on a daily basis, or nearly a daily basis, just because I just want to encourage you that there is hope. Yeah, so anyway, praying for you all. Jeff Rose, reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Until next time, peace.